Sara Rodriguez, the lieutenant governor of Wisconsin, dropped out of the gubernatorial race early Friday, citing problems with her campaign's financial reports. Her sudden exit threw the state's Democratic primary into sharp turbulence. The vacancy left by Governor Tony Evers, who is not running for re-election, has pulled a crowded field of candidates into a heated scramble for the top spot in a state that is politically split. Rodriguez is a longtime figure in Wisconsin politics, having served in the state Senate and now as lieutenant governor under Evers, and her withdrawal was not foreseen by many observers. She reported a lack of clarity in the audit trail of the campaign's funds, a serious issue that could jeopardize her prospects should she have wanted to pursue the nomination in the future. In swift response to the development, Milwaukee County Executive David Crowley announced that he would re-enter the race later that evening, despite having withdrawn the week before when his poll numbers faltered. Crowley's return signals a new and potentially decisive shift in the field, as he had been one of the few candidates to hold a solid base in the urban center of Milwaukee. His re-entry may also influence the distribution of support amongst the other hopefuls, some of whom have expressed worry that the final primary could be won by a candidate aligned with Democratic socialist ideas, a prospect that could disturb moderate Democrats who fear a shift in Wisconsin's political direction. The shift was the latest rupture in a crowded, highly contested race to replace Governor Tony Evers, a Democrat who has governed in a state that remains one of the most fiercely contested in the U.S. The pending election is pivotal, not only due to the pronounced partisan divide at the state level but also because the outcome will shape important issues such as labor policy, healthcare, and climate action for Wisconsin. The controversy surrounding Rodriguez's exit and Crowley's re-inclusion underscores the volatility of the campaign cycle, and it highlights how quickly a race can turn on procedural and financial complications as well as shifting voter loyalties. The fallout from these rapid changes is already being felt across the campaign trails. Field organizers are scrambling to adjust strategy, donors are reconsidering where to allocate resources, and voters are trying to recalibrate their expectations for the upcoming primary. Those watching closely note that the scene is akin to a high-stakes chess game where every move was watched in real time, from the sound of a phone call announcing the withdrawal to the social media updates that followed Crowley's return. What this means for Wisconsin is that the stakes never enter as low. Voters will have to decide how to use their ballots not only to support a single candidate but to influence the overall tone of the state's political future. The dynamics of the gubernatorial race may echo throughout broader national debates, given Wisconsin's role as a bellwether state in recent elections. As these candidates continue their campaigns, the electorate stays fully engaged. Whether a Democratic socialist will want the primary crown or if a more centrist candidate like Crowley will step into that mantle remains a defining question for the Midwest's next emerging leader. Stay tuned to our next episode as we follow these developments and the discussion they spark in Wisconsin and on the national stage. Thank you for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth analysis on politics that matters. Good night.